My name is Aaron Vopney. I'm a carpenter with Greater Saskatchewan Catholic Schools, and I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about the carpentry trade and apprenticeship. There's a couple ways to get into carpentry. Myself, I went through apprenticeship. You get indentured by a company, and then you go and do your carpentry schooling. You do go for 7 weeks, 4 times. And so once you have enough hours that you're on a wait list, and you get to go to your year 1. And then once you have enough hours after that, you do year 2. It's usually once a year, depending how many hours you have. So it'll take you about 4 years. Through all that, you're working for a company and you're getting paid when you're working for the rest of the year. When you go to apprenticeship, when you go to school, you get to go on EI. Once you're done that, you write your Red Seal Journeyperson exam, and if you pass that, you are now a Red Seal Journeyperson carpenter. Another way to get into carpentry is some people do pre-employment, where you go to a place like Sask Polytechnic, and you then pay to do, I'm not sure how long it is, the course, because I've never done it myself, but you do a course, and I believe coming out of that, you then, once you've worked enough hours, you go straight to being a second-year apprentice. You don't have to go to school for the first time.
For any kind of construction, whether it's commercial or residential or cabinet making or whatever, you'll typically have a plan. So here we have our plan, blueprint if you will. As you can see, your first step is to cut these, all your wooden sticks you get into these lengths, and you cut your 6 gussets. You have your handy saw to do that. Then we've got glue to put it together. Then we have page 2, which is our doorway, page 3, which is our window end, and page 4, which we have 4 of these to make, as it says, and we've got our floor base, our floor joist, and so you can see I've glued that right down onto our black piece, and we're going to glue down starting with our window end. Instead, we're going to take our pieces and we're going to glue them down. We're going to hold that. I'm going to just take a piece of tape and put that down to hold that standing up so our glue can dry. I'm going to take one of my structural supports that are going through the top here. I'm going to put it through there now. It's going to help us to keep this thing standing right above the gussets. We're going to also put a ribbon through that would be used to make sure everything stays all tied together. It says to put it underneath, but I'm going to put it on the top, which is another thing. In construction, there are times when you have to change the plan a little and get a change order. As long as the engineer signs off on it, then you got no worries. We have our popsicle sticks that we're going to use as our siding. We're going to put some glue on these guys. So also, you'd always start at the bottom. Anything that you need for weatherproofing, you always start at the bottom and work your way up, because when you lap, now you're lapping over from the top, and it's keeping you watertight. All we would do is continue right up to the underside. Typically, as I've done here, the doorway's over here. You lap your siding, if you have to lap it, away from the line of travel, right? So people will be walking into the front of the house, you lap your siding that way so you can't see the laps. We're gonna put some shingles on our house, our cabin, if if you will. Roofing, yet another thing you might end up doing in carpentry, but that'd be more so if you're on the residential side. Most of the commercial stuff is done by roofing guys. Okay. So just like this, once again, as I said, you start at the bottom. Oh, we're coming off. We need some more glue. But you start at the bottom and you work your way up. And of course, all the way to the side, all the way up. Then we do the other side. We would have done this wall. And then once you're done all that, you can paint it. And there you go. That's doing the start of your kit. I hope this was a bit interesting for you. I was happy to do it. And if you do choose the carpentry trade, I wish you the best of luck.